And the Champion Ladder 6-week scrap is over, and we have 32 teams left standing who will fight it out in the next 2 to 3 weeks to see who will become Season 19 champion. Interestingly, we have two champions actually in the booth today. Obviously, I'm the current champion, God knows how, with Feel the Bare Nagel, and I have got with me the not one, not two, not three, but four-time champion, as I like to call him, Lord Azarwin. Now then, Azar, thanks for coming. How are we today?
Hello everybody. Thanks, Bernie, for the invitation. That would be a pleasure to comment that with you.
Good stuff, good stuff. Um, I tell you what, it's been a funny season. There's some very good teams. A lot of the excitement was lacking in the last year. It seems like a lot of coaches have gone early and got the team sorted, and really didn't play in the last week. Apart from obviously the Lizards, what was a bit of a free for all on the last day. Um, and you've gone dwarfs now. Have you won the cup with dwarfs before?
Yeah, I won it versus Gazolemol. I think
Right,
he was playing with lizards.
right, okay.
I
That
think that was my second trophy.
second trophy. So many trophies.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you lose count. Oh, how such a hard
I'm
life for
I'm
yourself.
a looker boy.
So I'm gonna just wait for see if we can get a few more people into the chat, because obviously they all seem to fall in about 10-15 minutes gone before I do the draw. Um,
Okay,
is
perfect.
is is there any is there any two teams you'd like to see go against each other in the first round? That'll be quite a
Um,
good tie to watch.
yeah, maybe calcium cast versus, I don't know, um, Kami. That will be interesting. Why not?
Yeah, yeah. I'd quite like to see a Groby cause some carnage somewhere along the line, preferably not on my team. I mean, obviously, a Groovy versus Calcium Cast, two kill teams going at each other would be nice, as would maybe a Shagrath and Kaz. They've got a bit of a history. That'd be quite a good one as well. Interesting if any of the UC guys play each other. And obviously, will one of the UC guys go up against the ultimate concedes of Kami Nomichi? That'll be interesting. And then we've got to ask as well: are we gonna have again Shod versus Azwin? That seems to happen
Oh,
every
yes,
season.
please. Yes, I
See,
want to see that.
I think you'll retire if you lose against him. He's Amazons, you're dwarfs, so I presume you'll be pretty confident to get that one done. Um, so it'll be interesting. I think if you lose that one, you'll need counselling. Um, interesting that Gruby went with Chaos. I was thinking he might have gone with Chorfs. Good to see the returnings are back with a good coach and could do very well. And yeah, it should be interesting, really. Groovy, talk of the devil, he is in the chat. Now then, Groobs, who do you want first round? Is it true that you want Calcium Cast first round? Hey, Mercy, how you doing, buddy? Um, yeah, Mercy's not in it this year. That's a sad thing. Mercy's not in it. Mercy owed as well. He did very well with his halflings last season. Oh, he's another one. I mean, we say about Shod doing very well in the playoffs, but Mercy's just as good in the playoffs. Um, but yeah, you know what I would like though, Aswin? I'd like to see some really good kill team on kill team action where they blow each other apart, and then I'd like to see some elves versus some sort of elf off. I think that'd be quite good. Like maybe I don't know a serious jest versus a Meligold sort of thing. And then obviously the best one would be the really exciting one would be probably the goblins versus the Kislev, or the goblins versus the Norse. Now that would be quite good. Um,
Yeah, and we have two with this team. It's very strange to see two qualifiers because
yeah,
the season is really bloody.
yeah. Cass. Yeah. Yeah. Messi, that's a good call, and Shagrath's been unlucky, hasn't he? I like Shagrath. Got a lot of time for the guy. His Nagel team's very good. He'll do well. Wheelie's the most frustrating coach I know. He, he, it's sort of like I feel like I blame him for my grey hair. He's got so much raw talent. I just would love him to get past the first round. If he draws me, you will. But it'd be great to see him go around because I said in the preview shows, I think Wheelie's got a good record against you as well. Not trying to upset you, but I think every time I've seen Wheelie play you, he does well. And if you got a good record against the four-time champ, you must be doing something right. And we've got Benico, good old Benico, who's obviously. Yeah, I think didn't I just throw the headset away, Wheelie, in that game? I think I threw something, didn't I? I think I had to mute my mic. Luckily, I had a co-announcer who could take. I'm sure there was a co-announcer who took it on. I just couldn't take it anymore. So yes, Wheelie, you have certainly got that on me. But I think the good thing about you, though, Wheelie, I'm just trying to help. It's nothing nasty or anything like that. Oh man, yeah.
Sorry, Bernie, but can I ask you what team do you want for you in the draft?
Goblins. I want goblins.
Come on, come on. You can hide the bet. Come on.
That's quite high. Goblins are good. I went 3-0 in the Civil War with goblins. Don't telling me goblins are not very good. I'll have a look. I'll try and go. See, I don't mind playing against Hirio's dwarfs. Even though he's a good player, I'm not scared of them. I don't like flings, so I don't want to go against them. I don't want to go against Underworld. I don't know. It's a funny one. I think if I can't have goblins, I can't have the dwarf, I'd rather go against a 2000 TV team and just try and kick the shit out of them and go down swinging and try and take a few claw pommers or good, strength 4 bloody ball carriers or some shit like that. I mean, I know I play the underdog all the time, but I think this Norse team's shite. So I'm just going to try and wreck someone's day. And try and kill something before I go. But yeah, I'd like the goblins. Although I'd be quite excited to play the Order of the White Axe because I really like that team. I think they'll do very, very well. But yeah, I don't know.
And what about Bretonia or maybe
Britannia.
Bumps?
Oh, I don't want to go against Gasamal. He's a fucking machine. He's a fucking.
He's a hell of a player.
You could give him a piece of shit and he'll just rub it and make into gold. No, I wouldn't want to go against Gasamal at all. He was really unlucky last year. I think was it 5+ dodge what knocked him out against Calcium Cast's amazing Chorfs. And that's when he was Norse as well. So fucking hell. It's going to be interesting this season.
If I can say something, Bernie, maybe this is the first time I see a really good BAM team on the playoff because it's really very well developed. What do you think?
It is. I disagree because Shagrath has had some very good vampire teams, and God, when he played Duran and he had the ball, just fucking got bloodlust and ran with the ball. He was gonna win the game against Duran, and he didn't get near a throw. He just bombed it, and obviously because he'd failed his bloodlust, he had the ball. He just dropped the ball and went off the pitch, and he ended up losing that game. Oh, it was so funny.
Absolutely.
But you see, what Shagrath's like. Shagrath's worst enemies is he gets drunk. I mean, even against me with his lizard, I think he was hammered. It was so funny. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because, like I say, obviously, Calcium Cast, again, there's a lot of talk about the Chorfs. I don't think they're as good as last season's Chorfs. That's not to say can't beat them. But the problem he's got this season is there's a lot stronger teams. But, you'd like to think getting to finally, it's given him a lot more confidence. He plays Chorfs well, and obviously, he may go one better this time. He may win a final. He's tried hard enough. He deserves one. But then again, you could say that about a lot of them. I think Killsy, no Machi, if he ever was emotionally stable, he would have a chance. He just goes off on one all the time, and he's got to affect his fucking gameplay. It really has. I've never seen anybody like it. if he could just get his shit together, he could go really close. Groovy, I'd love to see Groovy play Kill Team because Groovy's just ace, and I'd like to see Wheelie do well. Another Yorkshireman. Yeah, I mean, I will. Like, what me and Az are only gonna do? We're gonna. Well, I know you've all come not to see who you play, and you've all come to see who I tip, who gets the lucky Bernie's tip. But basically says, congratulations, you won yourself a championship. So we'll do the draw. Anybody brave enough in the chat to tell us who they want or who they don't want, you've got 2 minutes to try and be brave and tell us.
Okay.
Who do you not want, Azza? Who do you want to dodge?
Groovy, the first one, and maybe the Necro teams. I think they are really well developed, and Dave and Nintendo have a really good teams. And because I'm playing Dwarf, I need to avoid all the gloves if it's possible,
Right.
and that's the way to win the trophy. Avoid the gloves.
Yeah, yeah. Casa said, I will take Groovy. Oof.
That's really brave.
Yeah, that is an interesting one because them two could, whoever gets through might not even get through the thing.
Because you when are you playing with Groovy, you can win or lose, but it's sure you will be a dead player after the game.
Yeah,
That's the only sure you have.
yeah, exactly. I think that's what I said in the preview that even if you play Groovy, even if you win, you're almost guaranteed you'll lose one or two players. It's as simple as that. Gruber saying he doesn't want any elves. Yeah, it's funny how many kill teams don't want elves, especially wood elves. They have a big fear of them. Wheelie says he'd pay to watch Cass v Gruby, primetime violence. Yeah, it could be. It should be. Shagrath v Cass, that'd be an interesting one. But Cass always seems to enjoy playing against kill teams. He's probably going to be more worried about wood elves. And Cass v Melgold would be a good one. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Serious Jest do well. He's had a bit of bad dice in a few of the playoffs. Keeps rolling a lot of ones. What's never good. Casa said Shag's team is favourite in my book. You see, it's funny because I would have took this when I looked at the rats and the Nurgle, I would have took the rats if it was my call from Shag, but maybe he prefers bashing than anything else.
Yeah, but the last game, the two runners were injured, and
Right,
probably
okay.
it's that the reason
That's the
because
reason why.
he
Fair
chose
enough.
the Nurgle.
Yeah, I think what people haven't mentioned is Rotten Harbinger's Gedley's team. Gedley's a very good coach, 2-time MML champion, and he could do quite. Oh wait, I'll be your friends here, Shod. So which dwarfs or chores will my Zons get? Azers, probably. Um, and it's interesting. I'll tell you what's interesting. You've got Triprus, who obviously won it that season when no one gave a shit, but hey, he won it anyway with Chorfs. We've got Sergal coming back, whose only win was with Dark Elves, so he's gone Dark Elves again. We've seen
Yeah.
Carson Cast do really well getting to his first final. He's come back again with Chorfs. It's interesting because we had this discussion about. I'm not saying none of these are one-trick ponies because we know they're not, but there's been a lot of discussion about obviously Killsy and that with his lizards. He only plays lizards, blah blah blah. Play something else. Don't just keep playing one-trick pony. But it's interesting how many coaches have come back with a team they've done really well with or won with. And that was something I quite noticed quite well. So I can't wait to see what happens there. Mercy says Gerd is a big yeah. Gerd's one of those, and I'm thinking he should have done so much better than he has because he's such a class coach. So maybe this season with Nagel he'll get it done. But I think we'll do the draw. I think. Congratulations to Braham. I think this might be his first ever time in the playoffs. He's gone with humans, so well done to him. And I'm sure Rooney Mont saying, "Please, Bernie, tip me. I love your Bernie's tip."
Because
Right.
last time you tipped him, he goes to the final.
Yeah, but that was his fault. It wasn't mine. It was his fault. I picked correct. He just didn't perform. So that's my excuse, and that's what I'm going with. Right, okay, so I'm going to start the comp, so good luck to everybody. Obviously, what I do as always, we'll go through the first page. Please don't tell us what's on the second page. Don't be that guy who does that and be a dick. We'll go through the first page, and then we'll go to the second page and go from there. So, my apologies to anybody who gets a shit draw, and yes, I am awesome for the guys who get a good draw. Are we ready, Azo?
Yeah, let's go.
Here we go, and there we go. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, right. Okay, let's go on the first page. So we've got Dandy against Gedley's Nagel. We have this way we see my memory goes. Ice House will be very happy. I think that is the Elven Union. They will play the Flings. Oh, this is an interesting one. The two Ultimates go against each other. Ultimate concedes. That's No, that's not UC, is it? That's a piss take UC. That's Killsy versus Garubi. We've got Sergal against Rooney, so there you go. Some people wanted a UC off. There's a UC off.
UC game.
Simple plan. That's Tripper. Oh, yeah, look, Tripper always gets a good draw. He's against Skaven Cisco 1000 Rats. The Horror from Beyond. That is the other Nagel team, Shagrath, against Gasamal's Vamps. Oh, sorry, Gas. I wanted that one. Order the White Axe will go against Humongous. So that is Brett's versus Humans. The Wild Stags, that I do believe off the top of my head is a filler for Mellow Golds, Wood Elves, against Nintendo's Necro. Now, before I go on to the second page, I noticed there's me, you, and Calcium Cass all on the second page, so I'm not fancy my chances here. So, anyway, let's go to the second page, and let's see who's got what, because I cannot even see where we are. Oh, me and Shodder. Right, so let's start from the top. Interesting. Now, Hunter Killer against Chaos Champ Julie. So
that will be bloody.
That will be bloody, but I do believe that Cass is the better coach. I know that's going to controversy because I'm UC and obviously Caesar's UC, but I call it how I see it. And I think the only way Cass loses that is if he's dice-harded, really. You know, he gets diced a bit. But he does have a lovable strength 6 mana, and it wouldn't surprise me if that mana goes on a rampage against the Chorfs.
Yeah, but he can win the game, but probably he will lose.
He can.
He can lose some pieces, so it's the best for the others competition.
For everybody else, that's a good draw.
Absolutely.
Everyone else is, and it's a kill team versus kill team, so it's like, hey, boom, we'll take that. So I'd still tip Cass to win that one, I'll be honest. And then we've got Dave will talk to me after the match. He's got his Necro take on the Ogres. So unless something horrendously bad goes wrong there, Dave will pick up the pieces between Cass and Caesar. So for Cass to get to another final, he's got to go through at least 2 UC coaches, and I'm sure he'll love that. Snowflakes 2, so that's the former champion Projecki, will go against Serious Jest. That'll be a good game. Snarky Boys, now to my knowledge that is Goblins, that's the filler Goblins, they will play the Orcs. Then ironically Shot doesn't get you this season, he gets another admin.
But is in my page, so it's okay.
Yeah, he's in your side with me. I can't say I dislike the draw, but shot. I could have got a lot worse. Now this is the one I'm confused with. I was doing so well until I got to here. Les Brizos Dios, who are they? I know Undead it is. They're Duran. But what?
Kirio versus Duran.
Oh, dwarfs. Oh, okay, that'll be an interesting game.
Yeah.
So, and I do believe there is history between these two. I think it was Hirio who beat Duran about 5-0, and I don't know if actually Duran actually went AFK or what, or something happened.
I remember a 5-0 maybe.
Yeah.
From Hirio to Duran.
Yeah. So Duran will be after revenge for definite. He'll be after revenge. And then an interesting at the bottom here, we've got Throw Me a Bone here. That is the 4-game Kemri against one of the teams I really like this season. It's a UC guy. It's iMedia player, Legion Death. I think he's Undead. look really nice, if I'm being brutally honest. And then, wow, this is an interesting one because we've got yourself, dwarfs, and reptilian gender. Now, we have discussed this before about Arzuin and Shod. Shod seems to always get one over you. Now, when I was looking, the only other coach who does really well against you is Wheelie, and you've drawn Wheelie. Are you happy with the draw? Bearing in mind you could go against our media in the next round.
Yeah, I'm happy because I have to revenge about my season game versus Willie. That was a tough game. I think the maybe the fair score were a draw, but he won me, so I want a bloody revenge now.
There you go. Wheelie's not very happy. It's not a good side of the draw, that is it? But okay, so this is it, guys. You ain't got long now to wait for the Bairnies tip, who I am going to tip for this season. And Aswin's going to give you a tip as well. So hey, we both might screw your dreams. But as we do, we'll go through all the games, and Azza, I want you to tell me who you think will win, and if you're really brave, you can tell me the score. So we've got Dandy, is Wood Elves versus Gerdly's Nagel. Who takes that one?
For me, Dandy, because he's really good playing Woodies,
Mm-hmm.
and if someone can beat Nurgle, it's an elf team.
Okay. I'm going to go with Rotten Harbingers. I think Gerdly will absolutely rip him to shreds. He's going to just snap him in half. Dandy lost his best war dances to me because I fouled the bitch and killed it. And Gerdly will get this done. Loads of lovely disturbing presence, loads of killer shit, loads of good stuff. And here we go. Newsflash. Gerdly, better coach than Dandy. Gerdly gets it done. It's almost a
Yeah, but
banker. It's almost a banker of the
Dandy
week.
have a 5 plus IG,
Agility 5 there. Yeah,
so
it's not going to do much when
yeah, yeah,
it's not going to do much when
he can do
he's had his
something
head
there.
ripped off his shoulders. Yes, I'm gonna go. I'm really psyched for Gerd. I think Gerd will win that one. Next one, Ice House. And he's really impressed me. I think he ended up being on the first page. It is Imro, who I do believe got to a final with Necro, if I remember. He's against the
Yeah.
Flings. Who wins that one? Pro Elves versus Flings.
Well, that's obvious. Maybe the answer. I'm going for Pro Elf.
Yeah, I think this could be 3-4-5-0. Depends how he wants to bloody throw it, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're both pretty happy that Imro should be giving me a big fat check for that. This next one's going to be hilarious. We have Killsy, Ultimate Concedes, takes the mick out of the UC, gets the worst draw possible. Take note, people. Corrupt admins doing their thing. So yeah, so we've got our guard dog taking out this UC wannabe. Who wins it? Groovy gets it done, or does Killsy show some magic?
Well, I'm going for Groovy, absolutely, because it's my favorite killer and I love him. So uh,
Yeah,
no decision there.
it's a tricky one. It really is because I don't know. See, I look at this. I think if Killsy keeps his shit together, he could win this. But if Groupie can keep his shit together, not kill everything, and actually try and tactically play it, he could win. Um,
Well,
I'm gonna
he's a beast. It's really hard to stop him when he start killing. So don't know.
see. I can see Groovy ripping the shit out of the lizards, but then Killsy still getting the win. But I'm gonna go Groovy. I'll go you. I'll go Groovy. I'll take Groovy to get that. Um,
I like that.
Yeah, next one's going to be interesting. Two UC coaches. I can hear the cheering from the crowd already. UC are playing each other, yay! We have, I do believe, Sergal's Dark Elves versus Bang Bang Monty wants the Bernie tip. Rooney, who wins that one?
Last time they faced it, Rooney won the game, and he was playing, I think, maybe the same, a Dark Elf versus Underworld.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time to do a revenge? No, I don't know. Um, I'm going for Rooney. Yes. because I like more that he have.
Yeah, you see, I'm a bit worried now because I thought, haha, you're going to go for Sergel, I'm going to go Rooney, but yeah, I'm going Rooney as well. The only thing what worries me about Sergel is he's got that leaper. But nah, I think Rooney gets it done, and yeah, I don't fancy his second round, but yeah, I think he gets it done the first round and knocks out a former champion in Sergel. Triforus's wonderful luck with Chorfs continues as he goes up against my long lost brother or grandparent or whatever you want to call him. We'll say he's a family descendant, Beniko, may even be a girl for all I know. Um, so we've got the high TV killer Chorfs versus the battered bruised movement 10 only Skaven. Who wins this? Bearing in mind the rats will get tons of inducements.
That's a tricky one because
Mm,
Kevin have a lot of inducements and he can buy a guard and a wizard and it's a hell of a game.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know, maybe rats, maybe this Kevin have an option there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Skaven as well because it's Beniko. How can I go against someone with a name very similar to my own? So Beniko, Glacius, good
And
luck.
and Triperi's killer is gone, I think. So
Yeah, his main killer's gone. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for a shock if that's what you call it. And another former champion gets dumped out first round as the rats march on. Next one's a tasty one. The horror from beyond, that's Shagrath, who Cass said he thinks is favourite to win it against Gasselmal, the PC current champion. Take a bow and UC powerhouse. Um, Vamps, you quite like his Vamps. Do you like him enough
yeah,
to? Wheely's just said Benico is in Italian is Bernie.
yeah,
Oh, oh,
absolutely.
okay, there you go then. Hey, look, does that mean I get like half the check if they win? That'd be cool. Um, so yeah, who I sticking with your boy Gasamala? Or do you think Shagrath will get it done?
Yeah, I think I'm going with Gas absolutely, because it's for me at least it's first time I see three level six bumps playing together,
Hmm.
and that game could be a nightmare from Shattuck because he have no place to hide the ball.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Shagrath for two reasons. One, his team's better, but the main reason is Shagrath knows how to play Vamps. He knows everything about Vamps. He knows the strengths, he knows the weaknesses, he knows everything. If he gets absolutely shit faced and gets drunk, then maybe the Vamps will win. But if he keeps sober, I think Shagrath will dump out Gasamal. I'm sorry, Gas, but I gotta go. I've got to go with an Eggle there. I really do. Um, Right, next one's an interesting one though. Order the White Axe. I give these a lot of love in my preview. The Bretonnians against humans of Bratholm. Who takes this one?
Bradlom, I'm going for him because he have a lot of wards. And if you want to win with Bretonia, you have to have a lot of wards. If you haven't, you are dead.
Right.
So
So you're going humongous then. You're going for Bratholm, yeah?
yeah,
Yeah. Well,
absolutely.
I'm gonna go with Order of the White Axe plus Griff Oberwald. They'll get it done. I think his TV is beautiful value. Sling Griff in there. Try and get another player on the bench. Job done. I think the Order of the White Axes get this done. And I'm expecting Lexington to get through to the next round not very comfortably, but I'm very confident he'll get it done as long as he takes Griff. You must take Griff. If you don't, you deserve to lose. Wild Stags, that's Melgold's Wood Elves against Nintendo's Necro. That's a tasty game, that one. That is a really hard one to call. But we'll call it we must. Which one do you think gets it done?
Mm, maybe a draw. Could turn a draw this game? Don't know. They both have a really good options to win each other. So maybe if I have to bet, I'm going for Nintendo because I like much the team, but it's really hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, out of all the games, I was pretty quickly. knew who I was going to pick. This game, I was like, I really don't know. I really, really don't. But I'm going to go with Nintendo. Just on a gut. I don't really like going against Wood Elves. But, yeah. So, out of all these teams, which one do you think makes the final on this side of the draw?
On this side, okay. Maybe Nintendo?
You think Nintendo? Okay. Um, I have
What
question
do you
marks.
think?
I have question marks on a lot of these. Um, maybe I'm going to go with Gedley. I think this is the time he gets it. I think they will absolutely break and smash and spit out the Wood Elves. He'll then steam over the Pro Elves or the Flings. His concern will be in the next round. Is it the quarter final? But then after the quarter final, I think he's going to beat any of them on the other side of the draw. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. So I think Gedley finally gets his reward and makes the final on this side. Right, page 2, Hunter Killer, Calcium Cass versus your boy, UC Boy, Case Champs, Chaos, and Chorfs. Who do you think will win?
Well, Julie was a member from UC, but he's not anymore. Uh,
Shows you
about the game,
how much I follow UC. Who
about the game, I think Calcium is going to win that, but I'm sure he will lose. I hope a lot of players, but I will be okay if he lose one or two.
Yeah, it's one of those games, isn't it? It doesn't always happen. I mean, I remember when we looked at the last semi-final when people saying, "Oh yeah, Shod versus Cass, and if Cass wins, Shod will take some players out," and he never did. Um, I would go with Cass because I think, well, I know he's the better coach, but two things: it's Blood Bowl, and if Chaos get these great dice, I don't care who you are, you can lose. And two, Cass might outplay him, as I expect he will, but what will he have left? If the Chaos Champs can take out the Strength File Bull, take out one of the Claw Pommers, it makes a big dint in his team. And more than likely he'll play Dave next round, so that's not a easy thing. And Kazim Kaz playing for attention, never gonna. It's not, but you know, I expect it to go through, but obviously most of the rest of the competition will hope that you lose a few pieces. But yeah, I'm going to go with Cass. For me anyway. Dave's Necro versus, I don't pronounce that, Pat Holmes Ogres. Who wins that one?
I'm going with my mate Dave because he have a better team, he's better coach, he has
Yeah.
everything.
That would be the shock of the round in a long time if Dave was to lose that one. You're always a bit wary though, because if the Mighty Blow goes into extra gear, but obviously if you're a coach who regen helps, you've got no worries.
Yeah.
Dave, to me, I think he'll try and rack up the score. I know some people try and play safe, but I think he'll rack up a 3-4, 4-1, something ridiculous like that. So I expect Dave to pick up the pieces against the Hunter Killer or Case Champ. So yeah, I'm pretty confident Dave can win his round. Next one's an interesting one. We got Project Snowflakes 2 Kislev against former finalist and lovable rogue Serious Jest Swag City Royalties. Who wins this one?
If anyone can beat Projeka and his snowflakes is maybe Sirius because he can hide the ball and he has no worry about making catches and stuff like that. So I'm going with Sirius.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's a funny one because Serious Jest always seems to do well against big, players. I hate going against Pajeki. I detest going against Pajeki, but I think this is a good matchup for the High Elves, and for that matter, I'm going to go High Elves. Serious Jest, one of the best high players we have on the PS4. So the only thing I'm worried about Serious Jest is I've seen a lot of his games, especially in playoffs, and the amount of ones he rolls to dodge or GFRs, he is cursed. If he can get normal dice, what's always what we all want, I think he'll beat Projecki. I honestly do. Um, next one is the Goblins. It's Yud Lugar or Lugar, and I was thinking, I'm sure he was a guy who had an amazing game against Mercy's Halflings last season. It was a really good game between both coaches, but he's up against a really nice Orc team with a decent TV. And I did say the Orcs, if they get a nice draw, they could surprise a few. But are you going to go with the Goblins with all the crazy tricks, or are you going to go with the AV9 Orcs?
Well, I saw the Orcs have only one lose in this season, so I don't know much about this coach, but I heard something really good about him.
Yeah.
I'm going with him, but I really want to see how he plays the Orcs.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Orcs. The record looks good, and you saw Orcs against Gobs. You've got to go Orcs, aren't you? No disrespect to the Goblins, but I'm going to go Orcs. And then we have the former champion and champion against each other. Riot Girls, that is obviously Shod's Amazon against my no tackle. Norse. Oh dear. Who wins this one? Your friend Shod. He's a lovable rogue, isn't he? But
I'm really
17s.
sorry. I'm really sorry for you, Bernie, but
I
I'm
know.
going with Shot because the only reason is I want to meet him in the in the next round.
Oh dear. Well, I've got to back myself, haven't I? It'd be really bad if I back the Riot Girls, but I'm gonna go with the Norse. Um, and maybe we'll be able to take some of the Amazon girls back as slaves. So that sounds cool. Um, so yeah, all I'll say is obviously me and Sean are very good friends, and it'll be a good laugh regardless. But yeah, Frenzy, poor man's tackle. He's got to come to the party. But there's a lot worse matchups than that, so I can't complain. So it'll be a good game, and I'm glad if I do go out, it's to a good friend in Shod's. I'm
Yeah,
happy with that draw, definitely.
that will be really funny to see and to play for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking, especially in these early rounds, if you go up against a good friend like I am with Shod, um, then if you go out, although you're gutted to go out, if one of your good friends gets through, I think that does soften the blow, or it does to me anyway. So I'm sure
Yeah, absolutely,
we'll have a laugh. And if he gets through, good luck to him.
absolutely.
Good luck to him. Really shut up about fouling my killers. I give you a great draw. Give me some respect. Um, Les Brazil Dwarfs against Duran's Undead. So it's Hero against Duran. What a game this will be. The history is there. Duran wants his revenge. Does he get his revenge though? What do you think?
I'm going with Hirio because I think he's better gods. Yeah, in my opinion,
Scandal.
he
Better
have
coach.
his options there.
Do you not know Duran was the semi-final World Cup champion, and you're saying Hirio's a better coach? Scandal. He would be spitting out
Yeah,
his
but
whiskey.
Duron is not buying Norks, so
Ah, there you go. Yeah, you can play his orc, is he? So we'll see. This is an interesting one because I like the undead. I didn't like the dwarfs. It's not a bad match for the dwarf. I don't really like this game at all.
so
I'm
what's
gonna
your bet?
I'm gonna go with the dwarfs because then if Duran loses, he can't blame me for tipping him. So on that basis alone, and only that basis, I'm gonna go with Hirio. So there. Throw me a bone. What's a 4-game Kemri against the other undead team, Legion of Death, obviously coached by our media player, who obviously is a
Yeah,
champion, but on the Xbox. Although he did get to a final and fireballed his own players in that very famous final against Gimlick's Necro. Who gets it done? The Kemri with the 4-strength farms, or your boy, our media?
I think Imedia have all the numbers to go on in this game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is as good as a lock you can get out of the full week or the full first
Because
round. I think
if
if there
you
was a good bet, it was Armedia's Legion of Death because his team's far
if
superior. I don't think there's enough not enough inducements for the Khemri to use to help them. So, bar a dice, I'm expecting Armedia to get through. What would be an interesting matchup if you got through? Does you see PS4 Master as the Dwarfs, led by
yeah,
that star blitzer, Bernie the captain with his agility 4? beat the Lizards of Wheelie. Who wins this game?
I don't know. It's really hard to say that. Maybe the lizards?
So you're going against yourself. There you go. Uh, I really,
What do you think, Bernie?
do you know what? I fancy the Lizards. I think you're in this. I don't think none of this is real. I think it's all a bad dream for you, Azza, because obviously the content I've got is obviously the shot effect. And when I was looking at all these coaches, and the only other coach I thought had a really good record against you was Wheelie, and you get Wheelie, and I think these Lizards do stack up, but you don't. But you got the mighty blow, he doesn't. If he rolls dice like he did against Groovy, you got no chance. Groovy's dice were
Yeah,
just like on fire.
absolutely.
I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's a really hard one to call. Um, but four-time champion, you can't really go against it. But oh god, it's a hard one, isn't it? I'm gonna go with Wheelie because then if you lose, you can't blame me. That sounds good. Um,
Okay.
the amount of hate I get, the amount of blame I get when their team loses and I've tipped them. Um, so there you go.
But
Who gets
the
to? Yeah, go on.
only I want in this draw is avoid Klaus, so I'm really happy.
Yeah,
No problem.
see, this is what you get, Wheelie, for giving short tips about fouling my killers. If you don't shut it, I'm going to give you the Burnings tip. So who gets to the final out of all this lot?
Maybe don't know. Dave or that? Yeah, I'm going for Dave and Nintendo versus Dave, the final and Necro final.
A
What do
Necro
you think?
final. Do you know what? I was going to be really clever here. Really clever thought. Look at me being real smart. Nobody'll go where I've gone for. I think the team what will get in the final is Dave. I think Hunter Killer and Case Champ will just rip each other to shreds, and I think Dave can take any of them two on. I'm confident he can beat either of them two. I think he'll beat the High Elves, the Kislev. I don't think the Orcs will scare him. Um, the only other team I really liked was I like Reptilian Agenda, but it's a bad draw against you, so that's not a good one. And I like Legion of Death. I really like Legion of Death, but I don't know if they're a good matchup for either you or Wheelie, and that's what put me off. So I'm going to go with Dave. I think Dave will get it done in that. So I've gone for a Nagel versus a Necro final. You've gone for a Necro final. So who gets the Arzo tip out of them two Necro? Do you see win another cup?
For the final,
Mm-hmm.
well, it's obviously for my mate Dave. He's the best.
So if Arzo's right, it'll be another UC winner. I I don't know because I'm cheating a bit here. I'm looking at the two teams again. I mean, Dave has obviously has won a final before, so he'll have that experience where Gedley doesn't. Although Gedley has gone to a lot of finals on the MML. I do like that team. I mean, he's got no he's got no Palin on. That's the only thing about Gedley.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I do like his draw. So I'm looking at Dave's team again. It'd be nice to know what his level up is on the Wolf. I'm gonna go and give my Bernie's tip to Gedley and his Nagel. I think his side of the draw is a lot better than this side of the draw, and there's more chance of that wonderful regen kicking in for somebody not me. And I think he will beat Dave in the final. Gedley will finally get himself a championship belt. So there you go. Cass knows his shit. Good man. Did you say win it? Did you say Shagrath was the favourite, didn't you? So if you don't win it, you saying Shagrath's going to win it then. But I think there's about 7, 8 teams who could do really, really well.
Yeah.
If Cass gets through pretty unscathed against Julie, what you might do, then he'd have a very good chance against Dave. And then obviously yourself, and if you can get past Wheelie, you and Ahmed, you'll have a good game. So yeah, there's a lot of good things, and I think it's going to be a lot more competitive than last season, where there was 3, 4 really good teams. I think personally. Wheelie thinks Cass will get to the final against Gardley, so Gardley's got a bit of love. MML final. Cass isn't in the MML, unless he's decided to go in there. I didn't know.
Cass is playing everywhere.
Cass MML. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. Maybe he'll really thought he was. No, I don't think Cass plays any private league. Yeah, see, I don't play leagues now. No, so he will be in MML, but he will be. He nearly joined. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think he'll be good. I mean, like I said, to everybody, good luck to everybody. Like I say, I'll try and stream as much as I can. It would be nice, I think I seem to say this every season. It would be nice for coaches who can stream, and there is a lot of you, to stream some games. I think it's very unfair to expect the likes of Calcium Cass, or me to stream them all. I don't mind doing them, but it's about time now where the PS4. We're going about, we just won the PC. Oh, we've just won the. Well, of course we're going to win the PS4. Oh, we could win the Xbox, yeah. But
yeah,
we never seem to stream games. We've seen Dave stream obviously the UC games. I've seen Groovy stream games. I've seen Killsy stream games. Yeah, Tripper stream games. Duran stream games. Although Duran's pretty good for it. So there's a lot of coaches out there who can stream games. It's about time they help the rest of us out and promote the PS4. So that's the only gripe I have every season. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, really, if nobody else can do it, that's the second best thing, isn't it? So we'll see. And that's us done, I think. Anything else you want to say, Azo? Or?
Well, we can do the exchange tip for the winner.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm?
The dark horse. Yeah. Who do you think is the dark horse in the competition? Who do you think could surprise people?
Yeah. What do you think? What's your opinion? I have mine. I will tell you after yours.
I really. You know what? Oh, God. There's 2 teams I like. One of them, in the last 30 minutes, I've liked more the more I look at the plan. Skiv and Cisco's Blue Wing, but then I look at they've got Chorfs, but then they've got either Gasomal or they've got Shagraf. So I went off them. The team I think will do really, really well is Order of the White Axe. I think the Bretonnian team, the TV value is fantastic. They're going to be able to get Groovy in most of the games. He's just as good as a coach as Brett Home. They're both decent coaches. And I could see them 2 teams being Nintendo's Wolves. Necro would be easy, or Melagold's Wood Elves. But when I did the previews, that was a team I really liked at low TV. I think he's done an astounding job. I didn't think I'd ever like a team with only 2 blitzers, but that team has it all. And Lexington's a good coach. He's another coach who probably deserves a bit more praise than he gets. And to me, that was the one. The other one I quite liked as well was Rygals, but I didn't really think I could do that because obviously it's shot, isn't it? But he's against a draw where there's not much tackle apart from you, because lizards don't have much tackle, the undead don't have much tackle, the Khemri have got no tackle, the dwarfs, if they get through, do have tackle, but if Durham wins, they haven't got much tackle, so he could do it again, the little bastard. So I'm gonna try and stop him. But no, I'm gonna go with Brett. Who are you going for? Who was your sneaky pick?
Well, I have 2 options. The first is Gazo. I love the team he have, and I think Yeah, I think he can do the surprise this playoff, and I like very much the matchup versus Projeke and Sirius. I
Hmm.
think if Sirius go on, he can go really far in the playoff too.
Yeah, he
Maybe
can.
there are
It's a good point. Yeah.
the two special teams for this playoff who make the surprise.
Yeah, I mean you are right because if he can beat Projeki, it could be out against Orcs, who are they're decently developed, but they're not really scary. Or he's against Goblins, so that's a bloody good draw for him. It only gets difficult after that because you'd expect Dave to beat the Ogres, and then you'd expect overall, and then there's a kill team coming through. You'd probably expect Kaz to get through that one as well, so he would face probably Kaz or Dave in the
Yeah, but
quarterfinals.
he will play versus a team who before played versus a bloody team, so probably will be worse than now. That
Yeah,
team, he have
yeah,
an option.
yeah, because obviously well, looking as it is, I mean, the high elves could go through quite easily without having to lose anybody. But you would expect between Hunter Killer, Case Champs, Wolframio, and even the ogres could do some damage. That's quite a bloody first 2 rounds up there, isn't it? So yeah, it's a good pick. I can see why, and obviously we know Serious Jess is a very good coach. So yeah, it's a good pick. So yeah, so there we go then. It's over and done with. Arzo's tip is Dave and his Necro, and obviously I've already picked the winner. Congratulations, Gedley. Well done for becoming season 19 champion. You fully deserve it. I expect nothing else but a win. And we'll see you season 20 when Gedley will defend his championship with whatever race he has. Thanks for everybody in the chat for keeping me company. And we'll see you again for season 20 after or whenever that is. Everybody have a great Christmas. Yes, I am doing the Christmas thing now because, hey, one, it'll piss everybody off, and two, why not? It's almost December. And like I said, we'll see you in the playoffs. And like I say, anybody gets their game sorted, just let us know, and then obviously one of us will try our best to stream it for you. And the people who can stream, please do. It makes it so much easier. Thanks to Azarwin, much appreciated always coming on to help me out. Thanks for everybody else, and we'll see you in the coming week on some streams. Take care, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye. See ya.